Have you ever noticed how the quietest person in the room often commands the most respect or even fear? It's not just a coincidence. Sigmas, known for their mysterious and self-assured nature, often embody this trait to perfection. They don't rely on loud words or grand gestures to make an impact. Instead, their quiet demeanor hides a depth of intelligence, strategic thinking, and a willingness to act when it matters most. In this video, we'll explore why the most dangerous Sigmas are the ones who let their silence speak louder than words. From their uncanny ability to observe and analyze, to their calculated actions that catch everyone off guard, these quiet Sigmas are a force to be reckoned with. By the end of this video, you'll understand why silence isn't just golden for a Sigma, it's their greatest weapon. 1. Their silence hides their intentions. When it comes to Sigmas, their quiet demeanor isn't a weakness, it's a calculated strength. They've mastered the art of keeping people guessing. While everyone else feels the need to speak their mind or explain their actions, Sigmas remain silent, deliberately withholding their plans and thoughts. And here's the kicker: this silence makes them unpredictable. Think about it. When someone talks a lot, they reveal their intentions, even if they don't mean to. Sigmas, on the other hand, keep their cards close to their chest. You never know what they're thinking or planning, which can be unsettling to those around them. For example, in a heated argument or a tense negotiation, most people feel pressured to speak up, to defend themselves, or to make a point. Sigmas, they don't play by those rules. They stay quiet, letting their silence create tension. And while others are busy rambling, the Sigma is analyzing, observing, and waiting for the perfect moment to act. Their silence isn't just about keeping others in the dark, it's also about maintaining control. By not giving anything away, they leave others guessing, often leading to misjudgments or overestimations. And that's when the Sigma strikes, catching everyone off guard. 2. Their quietness amplifies their observation skills. Here's the thing about quiet people: they notice everything, and Sigmas take this to a whole new level. While most people are busy talking, Sigmas are busy watching. They observe body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, things that others miss entirely. Picture this: you're at a party, and everyone's chatting away, trying to impress one another. Meanwhile, the Sigma is sitting back, silently taking it all in. They're not just listening to what's being said, they're paying attention to how it's being said. Who's lying? Who's insecure? Who's really in control? Sigmas see it all. This heightened observation gives them a massive advantage. They can read people like an open book, often knowing what someone's going to do before they even realize it themselves. And it's not just about spotting weaknesses. They also pick up on strengths, patterns, and opportunities, which they can later use to their benefit. It's almost like they have a superpower. While others are rushing into decisions or jumping to conclusions, the Sigma is gathering intel, quietly analyzing every detail. And when the time comes to make a move, they're already 3 steps ahead of everyone else. 3. They use silence to control situations. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. It makes them nervous, anxious even. But Sigmas, they thrive in it. In fact, they use silence as a tool to control the flow of conversations and even entire situations. Here's how it works. Imagine you're in a meeting or a debate, and there's this awkward pause in the conversation. Most people would feel the urge to jump in, to say something just to fill the void. Sigmas, on the other hand, embrace the pause. They let the silence linger, watching as others squirm. This tactic is powerful because it forces people to reveal more than they intended. In that moment of discomfort, they'll often overshare, contradict themselves, or make rash decisions, all while the Sigma stays calm and collected. Sigmas also use silence to project authority. Think about it. The person who talks the least often commands the most respect. When Sigmas do speak, their words carry weight because people know they've been listening, processing, and carefully choosing what to say. In high-pressure situations, this ability to stay silent can be downright intimidating. While others panic or argue, the Sigma's calm, quiet demeanor sends a clear message: I'm in control here. And that's the beauty of it. Their silence isn't passive, it's active. It's a way to manipulate the dynamics of any interaction without ever seeming forceful, and that's what makes them so dangerous. 4. Their quiet confidence intimidates others. You've probably met someone who didn't need to talk much to command respect. That's the essence of a Sigma's quiet confidence. They're not trying to prove anything, and that in itself makes them stand out. Most people are used to loud personalities, those who brag, seek attention, or constantly try to dominate conversations. Sigmas, on the other hand, don't play that game. Their confidence comes from within. It's unshakable because it's not dependent on others' opinions. That kind of self-assurance can be intimidating because it's rare. People can't figure them out, and this unpredictability makes Sigmas appear both mysterious and powerful. Here's where it gets dangerous. People People often assume quiet individuals are pushovers, but Sigmas are anything but. Their silence isn't a weakness, it's a strength. They're observing, analyzing, and staying calm, even in the most chaotic situations. And when they act, they do so decisively, leaving no room for doubt. Imagine this: a group of colleagues is having a heated debate in a meeting. Everyone's talking over each other, trying to prove their point. The Sigma sits quietly, listening to every word. Then, when the chaos peaks, they calmly share their perspective. Their solution is so clear and logical that the entire room falls silent. That's the power of quiet confidence. It speaks louder than any argument. People respect that kind of energy, even if they don't fully understand it. At the same time, it can make others feel uneasy. Why? Because confidence without noise forces others to reflect on their own insecurities, and that's where the intimidation factor kicks in. 5. They strike only when the time is right. Sigmas are like chess players. They never make a move without thinking it through. Impulsiveness isn't in their nature. They don't act just to act, they act when it matters most. This patience is their secret weapon, and it's what makes them so dangerous. While others are rushing to react, jumping at every opportunity, or making decisions on a whim, the Sigma sits back and watches. They're not being lazy or indifferent, they're calculating. They're gathering information, analyzing every possible outcome, and waiting for the perfect moment to act. This ability to delay action until the timing is perfect is a game changer. It means they waste no energy on unnecessary conflicts or distractions. Instead, when they do act, it's with precision and purpose. Picture this: in a competitive workplace, everyone is scrambling to impress the boss with flashy presentations or constant updates. The Sigma, however, doesn't join the frenzy. They focus on their work, quietly identifying problems and solutions. And when the time comes to showcase their skills, they blow everyone else out of the water. Why? Because their actions aren't rushed, they're deliberate. Now, here's why this is dangerous. Most people operate on impulse. They act quickly because they're afraid of missing out or being left behind. But Sigmas don't play by those rules. They know that waiting often gives them the upper hand. By the time others realize what's happening, the Sigma has already outmaneuvered them. This calculated approach makes Sigmas seem almost invincible. It's not just about what they do, it's about how and when they do it. And that's what sets them apart from the crowd. 6. They use their silence to build mystery. There's something undeniably intriguing about someone who doesn't overshare. In a world where everyone's broadcasting their lives on social media, the Sigma's silence makes them stand out. It's not just silence though, it's the mystery that comes with it. People are naturally drawn to what they don't understand. When a Sigma keeps their thoughts, feelings, and plans to themselves, it creates an air of curiosity. Others start to wonder what's going on in their head. What are they planning? Not knowing what someone is thinking can be unsettling. It creates a power dynamic where the Sigma holds all the cards. People can't predict their next move, and that unpredictability keeps them on edge. Imagine this scenario. In a group of friends, everyone's sharing stories about their lives, cracking jokes, or gossiping about others. The Sigma listens but doesn't contribute much. They're not shy, they're selective. Their silence makes others curious and, at the same time, cautious. Why? Because no one knows what the Sigma is thinking or whose side they're on. This kind of mystery can give Sigmas an unspoken authority. People start to respect or fear them simply because they're hard to figure out. And when someone can't be easily understood, they can't be easily manipulated or challenged. For Sigmas, silence is more than just a personality trait, it's a strategy. It shields them from unnecessary drama while also giving them an edge. By saying less, they force others to do the talking and in the process, reveal more than they intended. 7. Their quiet demeanor masks their strength. When someone is quiet, it's easy to assume they're unremarkable. People tend to associate silence with passivity or even weakness. But for Sigmas, that's exactly the point. They allow others to underestimate them, and in doing so, they keep their true strengths hidden until it's too late to counter them. This creates a dangerous dynamic. By flying under the radar, Sigmas can assess the people around them without revealing anything about themselves. They're not interested in showing off or proving a point. Instead, they observe, plan, and act only when it serves their purpose. This ability to mask their strengths is not just a personality trait, it's a strategy. It keeps Sigmas unpredictable, which is a huge advantage in both personal and professional settings. Here's the danger: when people underestimate a Sigma, they let their guard down. They assume they're dealing with someone who poses no threat, only to be blindsided by the Sigma's capabilities. This element of surprise can completely shift the balance of power in any situation. Think about it. In a social setting, a Sigma might be the quietest person in the room, but when they speak, their words carry weight. In a work environment, they might not be the loudest voice in the meeting, but their contributions often end up being the most impactful. That's the power of hidden strength. It's disarming, and when it's finally revealed, it's game over for the competition.